Hey guys, what's going on here? This is Flames5. I'm bringing you guys another update on my game, Survivor Inside. This is going to be update 5. If you haven't checked out any of my previous updates, they will be linked down in the description below. This game was made in Project Spark and will be discussing powers and skills in this episode. So, powers are going to be little abilities that make you help you progress in the game as opposed to just melee weapons, and skills are going to be like upgrades that you can do to your character. So first off, I'm going to go over powers. So there are 8 total powers, and all the powers that we have are upgradable using skills. I will go over that later, but startingly I'm just going to show off each individual power. We have Heal, Energy Boost, Barricade, Summon Ally, Sentry Turret, Fire Attack, Protection, and Lightning Strike. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to buy a couple of each individual one, and then I'm just going to go show it off. Now, I ran short on money right here, so what I'm going to go to is Exchange, which is a new thing that I added, in which you can increase your money by decreasing your skill points, or vice versa. It's basically another element that you can add. So if you don't really care about having a lot of money but you want a lot of skills, you can do that, or if you don't care about skills and you want more money, you can do that. So now I have all the things I need. I'm going to show off Heal first, and I'm going to go clockwise, and then I'm going to move over. So I just use the Heal, and as you can see, it creates this little plus that spirals around, and it shows me that I have plus 15. If you look at my health though, it did not increase. That's because it doesn't go over 110, but it will go up. So now that was stamina. Now stamina is different though. It will go past its maximum. So you can increase your stamina above the maximum, but on the downside that your stamina goes down if you're not doing anything. Next we have Barricade. Barricade creates this barricade that if you walk into, it would damage the enemies, but not you of course, because there's, well, no friendly fire. Just be nice. As you can see, these are some enemies that are heading towards me, and they bump the wall and they get damaged. The little one had less health, so it one-shotted him. The bigger one had more health. It took 2 shots to take him down. Next thing we have Summon Ally, which is basically an ally. It's primarily just a follower brain with a few modifications that I did to it. And it works as just a random ally that it will follow you if it sees an enemy that's relatively nearby, which I'm heading towards. It will go after and attack. I definitely will need to do balancing elements to make sure that the ally isn't overpowered or underpowered. All this will be done as I'm continue to make the game. So we just killed that enemy, and now we are going to go over the next thing. The next thing, of course, is going to be the sentry turret. So as I place down the sentry turret, is this little small thing that shoots these arrows. It does have friendly fire, and it is killing the enemy. That it is supposed to have a certain range that can see the enemy, and it will fire at the enemy when it sees it. Now, fire attack. That is my favorite of all the powers personally, because it is a fireball with a trail of fire behind it, and then it creates an awesome explosion. It has certain perks to it, and then certain non-perks. As you can see, you have to be within a certain range or it will just die out. But it definitely has its perks, because if you hit an enemy, it doesn't matter where you're facing, it will always go towards the nearest enemy, and it will have a splash radius of damage. And now I'm going to pause it and restart the wave system so I can show off the rest of the skills. So see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, I'm back to show off the last 2 of the powers. So the next one up is Protection. What Protection does is it allows the player to not take any damage from a hit for a certain amount of hits. So I'm going to put the power on, and now you can see I have this ring around me, and well, the Goblin's Slicer's attack does 3 attacks in one, so he's not really the best to demonstrate this, especially for when it's low upgraded. But as you can see, I didn't take any damage from that. Now if they're to attack me when I don't have it on, I will take damage, and that's how that works. So now I'm going to get into Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike is this. Yeah. So what the Lightning Strike basically is it summons this ring at somewhat of a distance from the player, always the player's forward facing position, out a little bit further, and if they're in that ring, when the lightning strikes, it will damage them quite a lot. It usually will be enough to kill them. Depending on their health, they might live from it, and you can upgrade it for more damage. And that's what I'm going to get into, skills. So as you can see, the skills have 3 tiers to them. You have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. You start out on tier 0, which is just a default lower amount. Now, if I go into these gray ones, it says upgrade cannot be made because the skill is locked. That means you can't just upgrade Lightning Strike straight away. You have to upgrade lower tier amounts. You also have, when no skill points are remaining, it will tell you that upgrade cannot be made, or if it's fully upgraded. So I fully upgraded heal. Previously it would heal only 15, but now that it's tier 3, it will heal 30. Just going to do certain upgrades to certain different things, and basically it just always makes it better. There's different amounts that it gets better, and you can just use strategic elements on what you want to upgrade and all that kind of stuff. So as you can see, it just healed me 30 because that's what it's supposed to do, and that's what it does. And now Barricade, if you remember from before, it was getting destroyed pretty quickly, and now it can last much longer. The ally looks different now, and he also is stronger with more health, more damage. The stamina gives more stamina. The turret is now much stronger, although it is hitting the wall right now, and now it's hitting me. Now it's hitting my friendly. Fire attack doesn't look different, but it does change in damage. Yeah. Protection will do more. More hits you'll be protected from. So now 9 hits I'm protected from, and Lightning Strike does more damage, but it also already is insta killing the enemy, so you can't really tell, but it does do more damage. And that's basically all the skills involving the powers, but there's also skills that are general upgrades to your character. So what I just did was I upgraded sprint, so now my character can sprint, and there's other things like block, which, like, when it's fully upgraded, you can still gain stamina as you're blocking, while before you would lose stamina as you're blocking. It's not as quick as it normally is if you're just standing still, but it still will increase, which means if you want to be a blocking person, that you can do that, or if you want to be someone who's trying to evade, you can upgrade dodge and sprint and all that kind of stuff. Jumper, which isn't working right now. So yeah, now I just got combo, and now I can do more than just a light attack every single time. My dodge is only level 1, so I don't have a directional dodge, and I have it really slow. But if you get that fully upgraded, as you can see, it can be quite useful. Lastly, I have the skill at the bottom. I don't know what to do with that, so leave a suggestion and I might use it. Alright, so that's about it, guys, for this update. Please subscribe for more updates and all that, and thanks for watching. I've been T Flinny. Peace out.